Hey everyone, it is 7 in the morning. So this is the only cool moment in my garden till later today. And I just wanted to run out and move those stepping stones into my Florida native wildflower garden. Right now you're looking at my rue. I just wanted to show it to you because it is just so happy here. And this is where I'm finding most of my eastern black swallowtail caterpillars. Although I did see the female eastern black swallowtail laying eggs on my bronze fennel yesterday, so maybe some caterpillars will show up there too. All right, let's get to the project. While I still have shade in this area of my garden, I just want to be able to step into there. Oh, hello, little golf fritillary. I just want to be able to step into there and explore. And I see really good spots to put some stepping stones. And I'm not even going to do any dig work, I don't think, because I'm just going to lay the stones on top of the weeds, right? The easy way. There's a little ladybug right there. We had another really, really good rain last night. And, I think, I'm interrupting myself, sorry. I think that little golf fritillary was roosting in here somewhere, because butterflies will roost at night, and not all of them go up to trees, because he just popped out and now it's sitting right there, and that's kind of their little morning thing. Okay. Oh, it's so quiet and it's so cool. I have just been having the hardest time with the heat, and it finally dawned on me why we had our trees trimmed. And so, yes, they're still there and providing some shade, but a lot more sunlight is coming through. And I was like, oh my gosh, that wasn't my best timing. And I did ask the arborist, like, is there a certain time of year that's best to do this? And he said, no, not really. So I probably should have waited and trimmed my trees. He probably would have appreciated it too if I would have trimmed my trees like in the fall. Then they could have had their spring growth and filled out, and I wouldn't have lost my shade right in the middle of summer. All right, so I'm stealing the stones from back here. One of them is right there under this Rus aromatica, fragrant sumac. And I need to figure out where I want to put this still. So it's just been sitting here on the end of my bench, but it does not have to be sitting on the stone. So let's grab that one. And then we'll put the tree back. See? It's just fine there without a stone. I love its leaf shape. Look at that. So pretty. All right, so one stone. The other one you saw me put in right there the other day, it doesn't have to be there, and it's not going to be there. Look how pretty everything is with the wet rain. Look how shiny the alocasia are. Oh my goodness. Oh my. And the Japonica fatsia and my tractor seat plant. Oh my gosh, I meant to tell y'all, we went to Animal Kingdom, and there were tractor seat tractor seat plants everywhere. I was like, oh, look, there's a tractor seat plant. Tell my husband, because the leaves look like they're tractor seats, telling my kids and everybody. And they're like, okay. All right, let me grab that stone. And I gotta say, come here, stone. It is so comfortable out here right now. Oh, I've got to just start coming right out and doing some gardening, because I've really missed gardening because it's just been so hot. And also, you know, I think a lot of it is because my daughter was in town and I wasn't out here as much, but it's also been very hot. All right, so the first stone right there, I see some weeds coming up. So I'm going to use 2 hands to set it in there because I don't want to accidentally smush a plant that I don't want to smush. But then I'll come right back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I stole a brick from down there too, because where I put that stepping stone, to get to it, it's a big step. So if I put a little brick right down here in that open space, see it? Then I can do 1 foot and then I can get in there to my stone to stand on. And what's nice about it is I can get in there and then pull some weeds around there without having to worry about stepping on something important, since everybody is so densely clustered. And this is exactly what I wanted the space to be like, except I had hoped there would be more flowers consistently. So it's going to be funny because all these are going to bloom at some point. Oh, here's something blooming here. Look at these. Crocus patellum ilicifolium. All right, now I'm going to step in here. And here, look. Okay, I'm here. All right, see, this is a weed. I want to put the other one. I'm eyeing for right there. I think I can get it in, because that's a weed. If I just pull these elephant foot leaves back, and I think I can see weeds. I think I can sneak it in here. It's so overgrown you can even barely see my stone, but it's there. A place to step through. Oh my. Starry rosin weed is leaning. It's so incredible and crazy how entangled native wildflowers can get, and how some of them are very weak and just rely on having some strong friends nearby that they can lean on. Isn't that a great concept? Leaning on strong friends. Y'all are my strong friends. Okay, now I feel like I need more. I'm going to look around, see if I have any more little stones I can steal from other places in my garden. Look at my ovate leaf plantain. See, I have not been able to get in here this close to it without worrying about stepping on like a seedling or something coming up. But it is getting a bud on it. Look at these leaves. They're so thick and they're foldy. That's a botanical term. I really think this is a cool looking plant. And it's so completely different from its other little friends around it that even though it is all green in here in this spot, it definitely adds visual interest. And I love how the little round leaf thoroughwort's peeking over the back then. I'm blooming. Okay, let me go scavenge my garden for a stone. This, I'm up front looking for a stone, but I can't come across this. Like, this was looking really bad, but this morning it's like, I can tell it's done. This is my Everglades tomato, and it's not all like this. Like, the part over there is still good, and I have it in other places. It just comes up. But can you see this space right here? Do you see that? When I pull those Everglades tomatoes out of there, I'm going to have a new little garden space. That's what I see. But I don't see any stones. I'll keep looking. Oh, I think I've got something. Look right here. Is this broken paver? See it right here? I just stuck it here. You can get a good foot on that. And it's got a weird shape, so it'll be easier to squeeze into an overgrown wildflower garden. Remember not long ago I came out and cleared this walkway, took down the trellises. It's completely grown in. When these rains come, it's like a switch goes on and everything says, grow. Look, there's another little golf fritillary come out of roosting, sitting over there on a fern. That's its morning coffee, waking up with the sun. Here I am on the other side of my ovate leaf plantain, and right down here, if I push things away, I think I can get that other stone in, and then that'll be a step in from this side. Oh look, it moved over here by me. It must have been wanted to see what I'm up to and be on camera. How adorable. I love these little guys. This is a golf fritillary. Their host plant is, in my garden, Passiflora incense, but also Passiflora incarnata, which I don't have, and the corky stem passion vine I have, and the Passiflora palens I have. Those are host plants too. Okay, here we go. Look, there's my stone. So now, step, well, it's a wobbly stone. And then I can go there, or I can go there and step out. Okay, only problem is my stones are wobbly. So, I can't have wobbly stones because, well, let me go walk around the garden so you can see a morning garden walk, because you're certainly not going to see me. I just got up and I have standing straight up on my head hair. And I'll tell you my little sad story about balance. Okay, so I have what's called Meniere's disease, which is what keeps me from being able to fly over to Wales and see my daughter. But it's a condition with the inner ear when they rupture, and the fluid that's in your inner ears leaks out, and therefore you have no balance. And you get vertigo, and it's completely horrible. I thought for a while I wasn't going to be able to continue functioning as a human when I was first diagnosed with this, but it has gotten so much better because now my is it the whatever it is that holds the fluid, there's 3 little semicircular canals in your ear that hold the fluid that keeps your balance. Mine have completely ruptured. There's no fluid at all, but it also doesn't send me into vertigo because there's not the sudden loss of it. It's just gone. It's so pretty in the morning here. So anyway, it's just my right ear. My neurologist said eventually my left ear will do it too. And they also said I can lose my hearing, and I'm like, no. I also have tinnitus, that constant ringing in your ear. I don't want this to be a sad sob story. I am functioning very well with all of this. I do not want you all feeling sorry for me at all. I have managed to live a fabulous life with this in spite of it. Okay, that being said, I have no balance. Oh my gosh, the body is just an absolutely amazing thing. So if you lose your balance from your ears, then your eyes take over. So I have to see to have balance. If I close my eyes, I start to fall over. If it's completely dark, I fall over. And if anything on the ground isn't steady and I wobble, it just takes me a little longer to retrieve my balance. And I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. See me falling over in the middle of that garden, smushing all my plants. Can you even imagine that? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to have to go in later and try and get those, put like some dirt under them or something to make them not wobbly, because I do not want to lose my balance in my wildflower garden. That's a big no. Okay, I'm going to go in now. My little morning project is done. And I'll be back. I'll see you guys later. You're going to see this tonight because I'm back to the point where I'm not a day ahead. I was a day ahead. Like, I would be filming like today for tomorrow's video, but with my daughter being here, me having just a little bit too much fun playing and doing fun things with them, I got behind again. So we're back to it's going up tonight filming. So yeah, all right, here I go. I'm going in. I am going in. I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'm going in. Bye everyone. I'll see you later, like a little bit later when I'm presentable, which is not now. Here I am. It's still Monday. It's almost noon. And I want to chat with you about the community tab place, the community space on my channel now, where you can post photos of your gardens. First of all, I love seeing your gardens so much. And second, I think it's only on the phone that you can get access to it. Some of you are having a challenge finding it. And one of you reported in that you can't find it on the desktop, but you find it on your phone. I was just going to go in and show you how to find it filming on my iPad, and it's not on my iPad, so maybe it's a phone only thing that you can get to. So going in on the YouTube app on your phone, see if you can access it there. And if you can't, still let me know. Also, one more thing, you have to be a subscriber to my channel to get access. And some of you might think you're a subscriber, but occasionally YouTube unsubscribes people. I have no idea why. I know it happens on my channel. I know it happens to other YouTubers. And you might be watching thinking you're subscribed, but somehow you were unsubscribed. So check to make sure you're subscribed and try getting in through your phone and let me know. Okay, there's some butterflies in the lepidarium. We're just going to peek at them through the screen, and then I'm going to release them, and with two hands, so I won't be able to film. And they're going to go fast too, probably, unless there's a polydamas. They might stick around. Then you might get to see one. Who knows? Time will tell. I'll be ready to film if any of them want to stick around. We'll say it that way. And then I want to show you the adorable little queens. We're going to check them out. So let's go do that. Look at these two. They just came out. They just love laying right outside the door here, baking in the sun. Just when they first come out, then they'll get hot. But look how cute they are laying the same way. Like, so you don't see Ringo doing zoomies so much anymore because it's hot. So zoomies happen more in the fall, winter, and spring. As summer gets here, and this is what we do. Okay, here we are at the lepidarium. I tell you what, I came out and they were all fluttering everywhere, and now you look and you wouldn't even know. There is up top a spicebush swallowtail, and there's a zebra longwing, and over here in the corner is a polydamas swallowtail. Back in the corner there is another polydamas swallowtail. There's the spicebush again. There's a zebra longwing beside it. So I'm going to go let them fly. And I'll be right back, and we'll check out those adorable little queen caterpillars. Well, that's a pretty safe place to hang out. We'll just leave you right there. This is a zebra longwing. No, we don't want you down there. Were you not ready? These guys are not always ready to fly. We're gonna let's put you right there. They like to hang out for a bit. So I usually hang them out in my Duranta tree, and then eventually I'll come out and they will have flown away. So here's that one I just released, hanging in the Duranta. It put itself here. I love it. Okay, so this is a cutting of Asclepias incarnata, or swamp milkweed, that I have in the floral tube. And there are two queen caterpillars. A queen is a totally different butterfly than a monarch, and the caterpillars look pretty different than monarch caterpillars. The most notable difference is that middle pair of antennae that they have. So these are the ones I saw the queen butterfly in my garden, which I filmed for you guys in one of my previous videos, and I brought in some eggs hoping they were ones that she laid, because the queen and monarch eggs look pretty much the same. So finding eggs on milkweed, you don't really know if it's a queen or a monarch. Odds are it's a monarch, but until they hatch, you don't really know. But then I filmed a few days later, they hatched, and we were able to see the extra little set of antenna. Oh, here's the other one right here. So they host on the same plants as the monarchs. And queen butterflies look pretty similar to a monarch, but they're much darker, more of a rusty brown orangey shade. You can tell immediately the difference, but the similarities are that, you can tell with a little black dot if it's a male or female on the hind wings. And if it has the little black dots on the hind wings, those are males. But you can tell by their color too. And I'm so glad to have these. I hadn't seen one in my garden until just this one. Usually I have them earlier. I'm finding every year is different. And that leads to something else I wanted to talk about. I wanted to let you know that planting a butterfly garden is a most magical thing. And sometimes you'll put host plants and nectar plants in, and you'll get eggs right away and butterflies right away of certain species, and others you won't. And you might still be waiting, like I am, for my zebra swallowtails and the red admirals and the painted ladies. Oh my gosh, the painted ladies. I should update you right now and just let you know, not one of them, not one survived. They pupated and they died in their chrysolite. It was awful. I will never do that again. Pretty sure I can confidently say that. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So you just keep adding host plants, and you find out who will come, and you make sure you have enough host plants for that butterfly. But if there's another butterfly you really, really want to get, like the zebra swallowtail, and you get their host plants and you have them in your garden for years, it's fun, because one day maybe you'll get that caterpillar. And there's always hope that that will happen. So stay the course, hold fast. Don't expect all of the butterflies to show up immediately. It's a process. And if you want to see how I brought it all together, I highly, highly recommend that you join the Milkweed Crew. It's $4.99 a month, and you get access to all of my earlier seasons 1 through 4. Right now, seasons 5 and this current season 6, are the only ones that are public on YouTube. But way back from the beginning, when I first started, when half of this yard was dirt and not garden space, you can watch the whole thing of how I spread it out and how I added more garden beds and how I added more host plants. And when my first spice bush swallowtail caterpillar appeared, which was quite far after I put their host plants in, and just seeing the whole process, what worked, what didn't, how I raised caterpillars, what I learned along the way. If you're enjoying my channel, you might love going back and watching those videos just to see how all of this came together. And all of this is still not completely together. It's always a work in progress. There's always things you can do, upgrade, change, dig out, move around, plant in pots and move and move and move, add new host plants. It's a never-ending process that brings such joy being out here watching all these little butterflies flying around. Your garden is incredible. And Mr. Kitty's mom, thank you so much for putting a little tip in my tip jar and the thanks button on my videos. That was a fabulous surprise and I really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you. All right, guys, so I think I'm going to end this video now so you can watch it tonight. And I'll see you in the next one.